It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports, where we'll see two of the NFL's oldest and most storied franchises. It's the Los Angeles Rams and the Green Bay Packers. All that and more coming up next.
Here's the former Utah Ute, Matt Gay, to get this one started. And off we go from Lambeau. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Green Bay's offense trots out, and just as it has been since week 1 of the 2008 season, Aaron Rodgers leads the way, now in his 18th year in the National Football League. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rodgers, he finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Fights through him, and he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him to 1st. Now it's Rodgers. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Nice job escaping the pocket. Boy, he took the shot downfield towards the end zone, didn't he? Trying to go for 6. It just wasn't there against that coverage. They were ready to prevent the big play.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. And it's caught. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far in the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
And he won't quite make it to the 25. And here comes Matthew Stafford leading the Rams offense out there, just as he did last season when he captured his 1st and the Rams' 2nd Super Bowl title. On 1st down, it's Stafford. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And his throw is incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Throwing now is Rodgers. And he fires one incomplete. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So now on 4th down, Rodgers will give way to Mason Crosby for the field goal try. He made his 1st attempt, this from 45. The kick by Crosby is good, and that will make it 6-0. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Taking it about the 1. The return is Brandon Powell. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. They find themselves down here after an interception on their opening drive led to a field goal. But all in all, you'd have to say fortunate to be only down 6.
Yeah, and you know how teams huddle on the sideline before they come out on the field in between series? Guaranteed what's said there is, guess what, guys? We take this ball, move it downfield, put it in the end zone, we're right back to even.
The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter. Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. Again, it's Henderson. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. And in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing on third down, Stafford. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up fourth. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. And this will be taken at the 13. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Sometimes it's design, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. Now, that play is able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Rodgers' throw here pulled in by Lazard. Shreds him with a stiff arm. Stiff arm number 2. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And it's a Packers touchdown. Aaron Rodgers hitting Alan Lazard. And they're able to add on to their advantage. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And he's got it to make it now 13-0. So that drive, 4 plays. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. To throw again on second down. Stafford. Now the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Stafford looks to throw again. His throw incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw pulled in here by Powell. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now a first down throw, Stafford. And his throw here is incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing is Stafford. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 24-yard line. To the air again, Stafford. Open is Powell, that's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's Stafford. He rifles one that's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. He's at the 50, 30, the 20. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. An excellent play there, ZD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of. All right, so we skip the rest of halftime and get set for the third quarter. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. Third quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Henderson running straight ahead. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Caught out left side by Robinson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Holding offense.
They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Here's Riley Dixon now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is taken at the 23. Touchdown, Packers! A 77-yard punt return, and the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point try now for Crosby. And that stretches the lead to 27. That's no secret. That's why they have him return punts. He has the capability to take them back, and he did so there. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. LA readies for its next possession. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now, standing just about on his own goal line. And taken right on the 30. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown.
Well, it certainly feels like that kind of game, doesn't it? No matter what they do, it's going to work. That might be the absolute crusher right there. A punt return for a touchdown.
Feels like there's been a lot of crushers in this game. This lead just gets bigger. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Completes it to... And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Packers pick it up. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. A lot of talk this, and now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball?
After review of the play, ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch it. Back now at Lambeau. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Stafford now to throw. That's taken in by Henderson. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Well, they certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
Throwing again is Stafford. Steps away to his left. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford, and his throw is going to be incomplete. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Now Stafford. Downfield throw tip, but he's still got it. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers 16. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. To throw is Stafford. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
3rd and long. It's Stafford. Complete. Jefferson to target. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Packers D comes up with a big stop. And right side, they're going to go option here. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. There he goes, right side. The 30. 10, 5, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the 4th, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
Not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the 4th quarter, facing the big deficit. Just what silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big, you really have like one possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter, but do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run, have at least a